Oh hey, what's up? If you've been in the hunt to buy a house for the first time, you may begin to realize that the cost of home ownership isn't said up front, or at least it's not as clear cut. And there's a good reason for this. You see, the reason is you're being scammed, you need to get out right now. I'm kidding, of course, maybe. The real reason is that there's just a lot of factors involved when you're buying a home, and it could change the price of things even when you're in escrow, even at the very end when you buy the home. And the thing is, nobody wants to be caught quoting numbers that are completely off, and then you end up looking like the fool. Lucky for you guys, I don't care. So just for the sake of clarity, let's break it down. But just don't come for me saying, Vince, you told me it would be this much, why am I paying so much more? This is just to get a clear image, experiences may vary. So, real quick, follow me, let's go over here. Alright, so if you're watching this, it's safe to assume that you are a first-time home buyer, and that means there are 3 loans that's available to you. There's the conventional, there's the FHA, and then there's the VA. Shameless plug, I am a military relocation professional. Alright, so now in this example, we will use the conventional loan since that is the loan that majority of people use. And for a conventional loan, the lowest amount you can put down for a down payment will be 3%. Okay, so now understanding that, we do need to find us a home. Okay. Nice, I'm getting better at that. Okay, so first-time home buyers, let's paint this picture. You're buying a house with your spouse and you're looking to start a family. If you haven't already started, you'll need at least 2 bedrooms, and a more affordable price range for a first-time home buyer would probably be within the condo space. Why is this? Well, there's less land. One reason to have condos in a city is to maximize as much living space as possible, and especially for those that don't necessarily want or need a yard at this time. The more you know. After doing a thorough search of the current condos across the island, the average price for a 2-bedroom, 2-bath home in Oahu would be $550,000. Roughly, that means your monthly payment is anywhere between $3,000 to about $3,500, depending on how high your HOA fees are and the additional payments like your utilities, electricity, and gas. For those outside of Hawaii, you're probably thinking, damn, these prices are unbelievable. We know. That is the cost of living in paradise. Alright, so with this, that means we are able to calculate our down payment. That is 3% of the $550K, and so we have $16,500. Okay, next, so one of the main things that makes calculating the actual cost of owning a home is the closing cost. In the closing cost, there are prepaid taxes, and depending on where you are on the island, your taxes can be different from mine. Not only that, but there are many other factors that are involved in closing costs, such as what you end up actually having to pay at closing, what date of the month you actually closed, and maybe even additional fees that are added on or even waived in the process of escrow. So as a general thumb, you'll have lenders give you a percentage of what the closing cost will be. Here in Oahu, because our taxes are a lot lower than other states, we estimate the closing cost to be about 1 to 2% of the purchase price. If you want to be safe, you can even say 3%, but for this example, I will be using 2%. And in the scenario, we are in a perfect market and we are not overbidding on the purchase price, so we will go with 2% of the original purchase price, $550K, and so we have $11,000. And so along with the down payment and the closing cost, the only other major expenses that you would have to save for, I believe, would be the inspection and then the appraisal. The home inspection is someone that I, as your realtor, would hire. An inspector come to the house and check the condition of the home. We can estimate the cost to be about $300 to $600. We'll rough range at about $500, all depending on the size of the home, the labor, all of that. And along with the inspection, we have the appraisal. The appraisal is for the lender to verify that the house that you're actually offering on is worth the amount that you're offering for. I'll make another video explaining a little bit all this in further detail, but for now, the average cost for an appraisal at this point would be $600. And that would be it. There are additional costs that the sellers cover, and in some given circumstances, you may want to cover for them. However, that will be another topic for another video. So at the end, we're looking at a total of $28,600 that you would need to save in order to buy your first or second home here in Oahu at the above average condo prices. If you want to know what that looks like, maybe something like this one. And if you want to take these numbers and apply it to different price ranges that would be more preferable to you, maybe more like these, you can go ahead and screenshot this. And there you go. One last thing I would like to add is that just to be safe, I would recommend that you save an additional 3 to 6 months worth of reserves. That is equal to 3 to 6 months of your expenses. God forbid that one day you get laid off in the middle of buying your home, or several years down the line once you've bought your home and you're not able to make these monthly payments. So we always recommend, or at least the good realtors recommend, that you don't just save for the amount of the home, but of course you have the extra reserves on top of that, so you don't spend everything you've saved all at once, right? This is what we call the emergency fund. So again, 3 to 6 months of emergency funds is what we recommend on top of the $28,600 to buy a home at this rate. But yeah, that would be the cost of buying a home, particularly in the medium home prices here on Oahu. I will be going over more topics like this to help you guys better prepare yourself and be more successful in the home buying process. And of course the home selling process as well. If that's something that you want to know about, or if that's your goal to buy a home in the near future, please give me a follow and a like for this video. It does help me continue to make these videos that will help you. So thanks for joining me tonight. I really appreciate it. Take care of yourself, take care of your loved ones. Peace.